Hello, hello. Okay, today we're going to be talking about global investing. All right. Why every investor should look beyond their country for investment opportunities. I'm actually holding the globe here. Okay. Just before I get started, I just want to make sure that we are live on all the platforms. All right. So we're going to be talking about global investing. Why every investor, including you, by the way, including you, should look beyond their country for investment opportunities. Okay. So just give me a moment. Don't worry. Oh, I have so many things packed for you today, and we're going to be spending the next we're going to be spending the next few moments together. So feel free to listen, to bring your notes if you are just here, just like me, okay? So, why are we having this conversation? We're having this conversation because globalization has eroded borders, right? So, we all know now that what used to be like, if you're in one country, you don't know what is happening in another country. That's almost impossible now because of internet, everything. Information is accessible online to everyone, including you, right? So, the point is that globalization is here. If you're in Canada, you know what is happening in US, for example. You know what is happening in other parts of the world. Even if you don't know, you can know if you want to. That's also an important point. Even if you don't know, you can know if you want to. All right. So and we call that's a portion of globalization, and it is here. Of course, everything has pros and cons, but today we are focusing on the role this globalization has done, the role it's playing in investing, how it's bringing investment opportunities to you at your fingertips, irrespective of where you currently live. All right. So I want you to know that global investing is for everyone, irrespective of your net worth. Why am I saying that? I'm saying it because whenever you talk about investing, right? Even when I attend investing conferences, well, you see quotes and unquote like the big guys, the big ladies, the big players in the investment world. They are the people that attend these kind of conferences where people from different countries get to come together. So it kind of gives this impression that if you're not talking in billions, if you're not a multi-millionaire yet, maybe in the figures of 100 million and more, uh, you shouldn't be thinking of investing in other countries. But no, that's not the reality, okay? The reality is that even if you were investing with few $1,000s right now, you can invest in your home country and abroad. That's amazing. But the point is, do you know? That information exists, that reality exists, but is it a reality for you that you're listening to me now? Do you know that you can invest both in your country and outside your country? Do you know that? That's why we're having this conversation. All right. So, first of all, let's attack something that has kept many of us from getting involved, which is what is called home bias, right? This is the tendency for anyone who is thinking of investing or any investor to favor domestic investing strategies. What does that mean? You get to invest in what your people invest in, all right? Even when you are investing in stocks, I'm saying that because for many people, investing in stocks is not the domestic investment strategy out there for them, right? But even when they're investing in stocks, they only get to invest in stocks of companies in their country or companies that are serving their country, right? Because these are the things they know, or these are the companies they know top of their hands. Okay, but I want you to know that you can be doing this, focusing on home strategies, focusing on home stocks, even when global diversification, right? Investing in multiple countries could improve your investment returns or reduce your investment risk. Okay, so this challenge is what is called home bias. And you know why it's called a bias? A lot of times it is there, but you're not aware of it. You are not aware that you currently live in Canada, and maybe you were, let's say you were born and raised in Canada, that what you invest in are the things that Canadians invest in only, right? Or you even see this sometimes among some immigrants, even when they've relocated to a different country, their investment strategies still mirror what is done in their home country. So this is a bias that is this home bias is real, and it's a bias because you may be doing it without knowing. Again, the essence of this conversation is to bring this to your consciousness. This thing that is happening in your subconscious mind, to bring it to your subconscious, to your consciousness. Okay. All right. So now I want you to know that global investing has become easier. Why is that the case? It has become easier because before now, even if you wanted to invest in another country, you may not be able to do it. But with the rise of investment platforms, investment accounts, actually they are called brokerages, okay? But I want you to know that anytime I'm talking, I want to talk so that a layman can understand me. So it's not that I don't know the terms, but I'm using terms that you will understand, any layman will understand. So the rise of investment accounts that enable you to invest in your country and outside your country have made global investing very easy nowadays. Okay, and you should take advantage of it. So before it was not possible, now it's possible. And if you have not updated yourself, or you don't even know that this is possible, you are stuck with investing only in your home country. Meanwhile, opportunities lie both in your home country and outside your home country. Okay, so nowadays it's easier for you to open an investment account online, and with that you can buy stocks. For example, in your country, you can buy stocks outside your country. Keep that in mind. So I want you to shift. My goal is that at the end of this session, you will be able to shift from local investing to global investing. Of course, we are going to talk about why and the benefits, right? If not, why we're having this conversation. So, and an important thing for you to note is that when I talk about global investing, that includes investing locally too. I'm not suggesting that you don't consider the opportunities at your domot, right? Right in front of you. I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that you just have an expanded view of what is in front of you. The world is in front of you, which includes your home country and every other country in the world. You get the point. So global investing includes local investing. But I'm just saying, instead of you to focus on investing locally only, invest locally and invest in other parts of the world. And by doing that, that is what we call global investing. Okay, now let's look at what are the benefits of this global investing, because if there are no benefits to it, we shouldn't be wasting our time talking about it, right? Okay, so global investing provides diversification. What does that really mean? It means that sometimes you are in one country, but instead of putting all your money in that country, you can put some of your money in that country. You can also invest with some of your money, with some of your money in other countries. So by investing both in your country and other countries, it creates diversification for you. It means that it also reduces risk, right? Assuming the economy of your country is suffering for any reason or is hampered for any reason, the investments you have outside your country is still intact, right? And can provide you the cushion that you need. So diversification is one of the reasons to do global investing. Yeah, this is different from like diversifying by buying maybe different companies or stuff in one country, right? But it still means that if the economy of that country is down, now your investment is down, all of it. Think of some of these countries where maybe you hear that, fight broke out, all right? And like one country is fighting another country. What happens to the economy? Most times the investment that exists in that country goes down by a significant amount. And that's not something under your control, right? So this is one of the reasons people will choose to diversify, invest in their home country and also invest outside their home country. Okay. So this is one benefit of global investing. Another benefit of global investing is that it gives you access to more opportunities. All right. When you're investing, some industries are stronger in one country. Like for example, if you're investing in technologies, companies that are really out there doing technology related thing, one country may be very good at it. Let's say you're investing in companies that are into manufacturing. Another country may be very good at it. Do you get the point? So um, by practicing global investing, you have access to more opportunities. That means, for example, myself, I live in Canada right now, right? So if I'm doing global investing, I'm just giving you an example. That means I invest in Canada, in companies in Canada. I also invest in companies in the US. I also invest in companies in other countries. Do you see the point? So if the Canadian economy is booming, of course, I'm excited, right? Same for like it's not just about the economy. I mean the companies. Now there are companies in Canada that are very good. There are areas in Canada that like industries that thrive in Canada, right? I can invest in companies that are doing that. Then I can take some of my money and invest in another country that have another industry that is booming so well there, right? And I can pick and choose. Like sometimes I'll give you an example. When some people think of investing in agriculture, like if I want to like investing in agriculture, right? I am more likely to find a company that is into agriculture and doing well in a country like Mexico, a country like Nigeria, for example, compared to other countries. Do you see the point? So different countries have opportunities that or industry that they are very good at. So if you wanted to invest in different industries that are booming, you may want to look like beyond one country. Okay. Another reason, another benefit of um, global investing is currency protection, and this is especially relevant for developing countries. There are many countries that are classified as developing countries by, say, um, or some of these global bodies, right? So some of these developing countries, they usually may have currency issues, currency inflation, inflation, currency depreciation, economic instability, right? So if you are living in one of these countries, it makes sense that even though you invest in that country, you look outside the country to economies that are more stable, to economies where their currency is also more stable, where inflation is controlled, and you can invest in those countries too. Do you see the point? So global investing can serve as currency protection. So that's one of the benefits. That's one of the benefits. Now let's look at better long-term growth strategy, right? Like, for example, sometimes you see people, let's say people in the US, um, who invest, they will tell you, oh, we're investing in emerging markets. What does that really mean? It means that in a place like US, many of the companies grow fairly well. But when you see a company that is really doing well in one of these developing countries, which they are usually called emerging markets, like you see Brazil, like Brazil, Nigeria. I'm just using this as example. Some of these emerging markets, companies there are able to grow very fast, faster than you can find in matured economies. So that means if you are one of these like it's easier through global investing, you can say, you know what, I'm going to invest in matured economies, but I'm going to dedicate a portion of my investment fund to invest in, say, emerging markets where companies may grow so fast beyond the average, right? So these are some of the reasons or benefits of practicing global investing. Keep in mind that global investing includes investing in your home country as well as abroad. Not just it's not just about investing abroad. Okay, keep that in mind. So let's look at ways that people can practice global investing. So, for example, assuming you live in Canada, it's possible for you to invest in companies that are doing well in Europe or United States. You see, of course, while doing this, you can also invest in companies in Canada. In this case, your goal will be to improve your investment return, right? That's why you will choose companies that are doing well in different countries and you invest in them. So this is one way you can practice global investing. Now, let's say somebody is watching me right now from Nigeria and they are worried about currency depreciation, inflation. You can choose to invest in dollars. Like I get a lot of requests where people are asking me, can can I invest in dollars? Can I invest in stocks in dollars? And I say, yes, you can. You see, so this is an opportunity that is possible, which means you can be in Nigeria and you can invest in companies in Canada, companies in US, companies in any other country that you desire. You can invest in in currencies that are more stable, for example. All right. Of course, why investing in Nigeria too? So let's look at another case study. So let's see. Keep in mind that the idea of global investing is not just about investing in stocks, but we're also saying don't just focus on the investment strategies that your home people know. So let's say you are from Philippines, right? The Filipinos, one of the investment strategies they like is building rental properties or building properties that they can use for short-term renting, right, and stuff like that. So this is what you know. Now, I've seen some cases where you see somebody, so the person is from Philippines, a nurse, and now they're working in the US. They are saving out their money. They're not investing in US. They're also not investing from where they are. They are saving out that money, right, and sending the money back home first to somebody to help them build rental property in Philippines. I'm not saying this is bad. There's nothing wrong with this. But I'm saying, could it be that you are doing that because you do not know any other correct investment strategy that you can deploy even while working in the US? For example, that same person can open a stock investment account, invest in US companies since they live in the US, right? Number two, they can also, through global investment platform, invest in companies in the Philippines through stocks, right? So you don't have to wait to make that money, send it, and hope that somebody does not even dupe you when you're sending all that money for them to build houses. I've seen cases where people will send money and they just feel like they don't even understand how the money they are sending for investment is being spent, right? So this is investing in stocks through your own stock investment account is one way to keep control of what of your investments, right? And you can handle it, you can monitor it. But above all, you can take advantage of investing in companies where you are, in as much as you can invest in your home countries as well, home country as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, now there's also another case of somebody from Ghana who lives in UAE, lives in Dubai, okay, and the person wants to invest. So that person can open an investment account and be able to invest in from UAE. They can invest in UAE stock market, like companies in UAE. They can invest in, say, companies in the US. They can also invest in companies in Ghana. Do you get the point? So, the world is here, is in front of you. You can take advantage of it. Stop being constrained. Okay, that's not the way to put it. Why am I saying that? Because I feel, at the beginning we talked about home buyers. Many of the people doing this do not even know that there is another option out there. That's why I'm doing this video. I've seen people who live in one country, let's say they relocated to a different country, they've even naturalized, they are citizens there, but their investment is still in the country where they were giving birth to. And after some time, they realize that they've made a mistake, but they don't have option. Yeah. Not that they don't have option, they don't know of any other suitable option. Then they dream of how they're going to retire and go back to where they were born, and which most time never happens. And before you know it, they don't even know what happened to their investments. Global investing, practicing global investing is one way to take control of your investments. You can watch them through your investment account. You're in charge of them. Nobody's going to take them from you. Okay. Now let's look at someone in the United States who wants to invest in Africa, right? Or emerging markets. They can, because there are other emerging markets that are not in Africa. They can do this by investing through the stock market directly from the US. So you can access stocks of companies in other countries. There are some people in the US who feel like, oh, all I know is the US stock market. I want to invest outside the US. This is possible. Guess what? You can do all of this from your couch without leaving your house. So it's not, I'm not suggesting, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not suggesting that you have to travel to these countries. That's the good thing about the stock investing. You can do it from your couch. All right. Keep in mind that investing in your home country is great. I'm not against that, but or the country of your birth is great. I'm not against that. Just know that the whole world is open to you. That's the essence of this conversation. The whole world is open to you. Are there risks to do you have risks to global investing? Yes, currency risk, for example. You can invest in one country, especially if you are in a matured economy and you are investing in say emerging markets, or a developing country. Many of such countries may have currency instability. All right. So that's something to watch out for. All right. Political risk. Some countries, politics is still a huge issue, right? And so their political risk there's market volatility, which means stock price jumping, because some stock markets may not be so strong yet, well developed, like say in that the ones you can find in US, Canada, right? So the why am I listing these things? These are things you should be aware of, and therefore I'm telling you that it makes sense to use global investing in cases where it will be more likely to improve your investment results or reduce risk. Do you get? So don't say, Dr. Linda have already said we can do global investing. Because of that, you just start throwing your money to any country that comes to mind. All right. You want to use global investing strategically to improve your investment returns or to reduce risk. So that means, for example, somebody who is living in a developing country may choose to invest in other countries that have stable currency, okay, or stable economy, right? Or you want to invest in other in countries that have industries that are booming, all right? Or so like you want to use it strategically. It's not just global investing is not just putting your money anywhere there are human beings moving around. Okay, you want to use it to improve your investment return or reduce risk. All right. Now, what's the biggest mistakes investors make? The biggest like some of them include investing only in your home country. That's home bias. For me, I think is a mistake, because there are investment opportunities in many places. All right. Ignoring currency risk, especially in developing countries. Okay. Following traditional investment opportunities like buying land, building rental houses, and ignoring stocks. Stocks are businesses, okay? So let me rephrase: buying land, buying rental properties, and ignoring investing in businesses. Businesses are what hold the economy together. People are going to continue to buy and sell every day. So investing in businesses, which are stocks or through stocks, is a great investment strategy that you should not ignore. All right. So here is the good news. You don't have to choose. I already mentioned that. You can do both. Invest in your home country and then invest some of your money abroad in other countries. Okay. You don't have to abandon your home country to invest globally. I'm saying that because I know that some people will be like, oh, so should we abandon our home country? That's not what I'm talking about. And most importantly, I want you to know that investing globally is not just for rich people. The people you tag rich people. Guess what? Everybody has people they tag rich people. Even multi-billionaires still call some people rich people. Okay. So everybody has the people they call rich people. But I want you to know that irrespective of what your net worth is currently, whether it's a few thousands or few hundreds of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, or you're a millionaire or you're multi-millionaire or you're a billionaire, yeah, you can practice global investing. invest in your home country and outside your like in other countries too that have their benefits. Okay, and you can start with the amount you have right now. That's the beauty of the stock market or investing in stocks. You start with the amount you have right now. You're not waiting to gather some extra funds before you can start. All right, you're not waiting to gather some extra funds. You start with what you have right now. I actually believe that starting right away is the best thing you can do for yourself. Why is that the case? Because before you know it, as the investment returns are coming, it encourages you to put more money aside for investment. But when you're just saving, before you know it, you even spend that money. All right. So start with what you have right now. Try it. Even if you have been investing in other in your home country before, figure out how to invest in other countries. And I already told you, you can do that through global investment account by opening a global investment account in one of those platforms that offer it. All right. Okay. Now I want you to know there's something there is something you should know. All right. First of all, my name is Dr. Linda Padrell, and I'm the founder and CEO of Investornomy. In my company, we train people on how to invest in stocks like a pro. On how to invest in stocks like a pro. All right. So that's one thing for you to know, just in case this is the first time you are seeing me. I hope not. If this is the first time, also check out for other of my videos, or other videos that are talking about different topics on financial freedom or stock market investing or other topics. Check my YouTube, so you can find more of these videos on YouTube. You can also consider checking my playlist, because some of those videos I arrange them in playlists. All right. So I already told you that we teach people how to invest in stocks like a pro. Also, we teach you how to invest locally and globally, irrespective of your current location. So our program is open worldwide. We just the same way you're watching me right now. So we work with people worldwide. All right. And it is because we work with people worldwide and experiences from my travels, right? That's how I realized that whether you are investing, through the Toronto stock exchange or stock market or Canada stock market, or you're investing in US stock market, or you're investing in the Nigerian stock market or Ghana stock market or Brazil stock market, or call any country, Philippine stock markets, and any country at all. The process is similar. In fact, the process is the same. You find a good company and you invest in it. The process is the same. You invest in by buying their stocks. All right. And if you have an investment account that allow you to invest in different countries, you find different companies that are doing great in different countries, and you buy them in one investment account. So you don't even need to go and open multiple investment accounts, like open an investment account to buy stocks in Philippines, open an investment account to buy stocks in Canada, open an investment account to buy stocks in US. You don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to open different investment accounts. One investment account and you can invest across the world. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. All right. So we have a workshop. And I'm inviting you to register for that workshop. It's a stock investing workshop, where we're going to talk more about if you want to invest in stocks like a pro, this is the workshop you should attend. All right. If you want to invest in stocks like a pro, this is the workshop you should attend. I also added the link to that workshop in the description of this video, but I can also show it to you here. One moment, let me bring it to the screen. So it's let me show you, www.investornomy.com/stocks. Okay. As I mentioned, I added the link to the description of this video as well. All right. Go now, register for that for the upcoming workshop. Join us, learn more, because when I talked about like mistakes that investors make, another mistake investors make is they hear you can make a lot of money from stocks and you just jump in and you don't know what you're doing. Do you know the good thing about what I'm saying? When you don't know what you're doing, You don't need me to tell you that. You already know, right? For people who don't know what they are doing when it comes to stock investing, they know. They don't need me to mention it. They don't need me to say, oh, you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you already know. So if you don't know what you're doing, you learn. That's how you know what you're doing. That's how you know what you're doing. You learn, and then you become a guru. And you know the sweet thing about like what we do at Investornomy is that we show you how to become a pro in days. In days. Guaranteed in days. And you can invest across the world. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's amazing. Take advantage of this opportunity. The world is your oyster. All right? The world is your oyster. That's the truth. The world is your oyster. So, like, the world is here for you to benefit from it. Different industries are booming in different countries. You identify the great companies in those countries and you put all of them in your stock investment portfolio, and you manage it through your phone. You don't need to send your money to somebody. You don't need to send your money to me for me to invest for you. Okay? We teach you how to do it yourself like a pro. We teach you how to do it yourself like a pro in days, guaranteed. So join us at the upcoming workshop and learn all about, how to invest in stocks like a pro. I argue that many people invest in stocks, but only a tiny percentage of people invest in stocks like a pro. True of us. Comment if you're watching me right now. If you're watching this video right now, I want you to drop a comment. Drop a comment. Many people invest in stocks, but only a tiny, I don't even say a small percentage. Small percentage is when you're talking about 5, 10, 15, 20%, right? That's small percentage. Tiny percentage, 1%, 2%, 0.5, only a tiny percentage of people invest in stocks like a pro. And except you change that, your experience with stocks will remain what's the word now? 50-50, right? Unreliable. Investing in stocks means investing in businesses. Businesses around the world, that's what makes the world go round. So it's a beautiful strategy. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to mess it up. All right, that's why we are inviting you to this workshop. Register, go to www.investornomy.com/stocks. Some people make mistake when they are typing Investornomy. All right, so I love to show the spelling. This is the spelling of Investornomy, okay? That's investor, then Nomy, Nomy. Investornomy. So watch for the R. Okay, watch for the R, because a lot of people, they miss it. They'll be like investor. They will miss out the R. Okay, so when you are typing it out, please don't make that mistake. Then they will be like, the website is not loading. Okay, you've made a mistake. Okay, so take note of the R. Let me see if there are some comments here. Okay, different people. Okay, somebody said, as a person who is not living, who is living in a developing country, how well can I know a company that has a good record? These are the things we teach. These are the things we teach. So for you that you're asking, register for our workshop, because that's why I said we teach you how to invest like a pro. We teach you how to find great companies that you can invest in. All right. Check the description of this video. You're going to see the link to the workshop. All right. Join us and we'll talk more about that. All right. So let me stop that. What is going on the screen? Let me see. Is there something else? Okay. What happens if you have question? If you have question, you can send us an email, admission@investornomy.com. Right? You can send us an email and with your question, and we'll be happy to answer that. So some people will be like, how can I reach you? How can I reach you? Send us an email. That's the safest way to contact us. Send us an email, admission@investornomy.com. Keep in mind that this is how to spell the Investornomy. Investornomy. Okay, Investornomy. Watch out for the R. Watch out for the R. Okay, so take good care of yourself till I see you again. Bye.